Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first week of really getting into content. So as we go in from course page, if we jump into the lesson modules, open that up, we'll go in and see our Unit 1, Chapter 1, week here, September 4th through the 8th. You won't see anything down there just because I have it unpublished. But as we go in, this is Chapter 1 in your ebook that you can follow along. There are 3 lessons in this lesson, or for this week, along with a 4th assignment that goes along with Chapter 1. So if we go in, what is health? If we go in there, it outlines everything that you do. There's Edpuzzle to get you started to go through, work through that. Guided note sheet link, PowerPoint video where you can go through working with that, and then our assignment, applying knowledge, getting in here to a little visual project for either your Google Doc or into a something with Canva or any other source that you have. All right, so that's the first lesson, just exploring what is health. Second lesson, getting into behavior and how behaviors impact our health. So in here, you're going to follow a quiz that's going to go through the activating strategy into having slides that go along with building your guided note sheet that you can download here, where the quizzes become the big part. Other things you can do, there's a link to PowerPoint, which again is embedded within the quizzes, video of the PowerPoint that you can use as well. Okay, so at the end, my behavioral collage, you're going to go through and set up a document, where you can go through showing collage on top, as you get into looking at creating that collage with influences on your health, and then explain how those influences could go to a risk behavior or promote your health with a lifestyle factor. Okay, so as we go through looking at that, for your behaviors and influences. Lesson 3 gets into health literacy. And here we're going to do a little bit of a web quest. Guided note sheet here is what you're going to use and follow and finally submit. As you go in to that, you'll download, make a copy of that sheet. Once you go through activating strategies at the very top, there's 4 steps that go along with it. And again, this is just the same document that as you open it, it'll go through looking at activating your step 1, going in there, link to a Jamboard, go in, follow directions there, make a new slide for yourself as you go through to come up with your answers to share. That way you can look at each other's resources, and see how your peers understood what they wrote. Here, ebook, reading Chapter 1, Lesson 4, page 2, as we go in looking at information and what Healthy People 2020 said. And then we're going to get you out and explore in Step 3 and Step 4. Step 3, doing Healthy People 2030. Go in, select one of the health conditions that are listed. You can type what that is. As they go through, it's going into a target. There's multiple ones. You can sit there and say there's 4 targets. Select one of those areas for it and kind of describe it, explain it. Any that are approving, if you would select something that doesn't have one, you can just leave them blank. Just kind of going in and seeing what Healthy People 2030 is saying. Guided note sheet. Here again, collecting your notes, and then impact on health. So as we look at health literacy, individuals with low literacy, 3 ways that impacts. I want you to go find your own resource on this. You can just do a Google search tying into what they say. Maybe it's tying back to Healthy People 2030. Maybe it's tying into the National Institute of Health, whatever it might be. Okay, then high literacy, 3 ways that impacts, and then how can health literacy be improved? Okay, coming up with those. All right. Once you're done with that, as you get in, you're going to submit your web quest here. Again, all the graded ones are coded with the numbers. And then I want you to think about community resources. I'm going in and posting 2 resources within the community where you can go find health information. Just think about things around us here that you can post and see if we can come up with a big bank here from all of our peers. All right. So once you go through the 3 lessons, if we go in thinking about additional resources, getting us ready for that chapter test, there's a link to a study guide for chapter 1 that you can go through. Use that to load your information, and then a link to a Quizlet that will go over some of the terms and vocabulary from chapter 1. So that is the 4 assignments as we go through looking at what you need to do this week. Just remember, everything should be done by 12 o'clock on Friday. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. If not, have a great week.